Welcome back to Toscana Mia Cooking class. Today we realize some simple lemon cookies. As you see here, we have the lemon, butter, and I want to remind you that Italian butter has no salt, always unsalted butter for us. Then we have some icing sugar or caster sugar or powdered sugar. I don't know how you call it, sugar. This is the normal sugar. Then we have baking powder. Then we have 1 egg, flour. Okay, so what we have to soften our butter, first of all. Then we add our sugar in it. Then we have to zest the lemon, but I want to anticipate you. So the way of zesting is done with this thing here, but I anticipated it and I prepared it before. So you don't spend too much time with me, okay? Here we have all of these things. Now we have to mix them, all these ingredients here, okay? Let's do it. Okay, some technical problem, typical for me. Okay. This is enough here. Then we're going finishing it with a spoon. It smells already of lemon, because lemon zest is probably the one that release most of the smell. So if you're a lemon lover, you will enjoy this so much. Now we add vanilla powder. As in Italy, we have vanilla powder, not so much vanilla essence. You can use 2 drops of vanilla essence. Don't laugh, the packaging here, it's a little bit peculiar, but I assure you, this is vanilla powder and nothing else more exciting, okay? So we mix these things here. Oh, these are our ingredients here. And now we have to add our flour delicately, okay? Our flour. Flour, that's what we call flour 00, that corresponds to a normal all-purpose plain flour. Nothing particular, the normal flour that you use every day and probably you have available at home easily. All of our flour. And then I already squeezed my lemon. So we have 1 lemon juice here. 1 lemon juice, we mix everything. And we have to add also some baking powder that helps our cookies, our biscuits, how you call them. We call them biscotti. So for me, it's much more natural to call them biscuit, but I know that it depends on the English you speak, okay? So our baking powder here. In Italy, baking powder is always in small envelopes. I know it doesn't correspond to what you have. Okay, so let's consider 2 teaspoons of it, okay? Otherwise it's always so different. Then we add 1 egg, just 1. Here we are. After the first part of the work done with a spoon, with a fork, as you prefer, then you have to go on by hand. Because in this way, all the ingredients are absorbed much better. Okay. Our ingredients are going, all of them together. The sugar, the icing sugar, caster sugar, powder sugar will be used later. Now you have to consider, when you have prepared this first part of the dough, you have to let it sit for 15 minutes in the freezer or 15 minutes in a refrigerator. Okay, so then you have to organize yourself for timing. After that, we will prepare the shape of our cookies, and we will add the icing sugar, the caster sugar, how you call it. And then we will have to let them sit another hour in the refrigerator. It seems a little bit odd and strange, but there is a simple reason. Simply because then they can prepare a kind of crusty part on that will create a peculiar shape for them. Okay, now this is ready like this. Okay, if you notice that my hands are red, it's just because in this time we are washing our hands more than usual. I remind you, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. That's the most important. In a kitchen, I mean, for us, it's always been such a normal thing that we wash our hands every minute. But anyway, it's a good time in life of everybody to wash your hands every moment. And so the hands may become a little bit reddish. Okay, and here we have our plastic, a little bit of plastic or something to cover it, and it will sit in the refrigerator or in the freezer. We will use the freezer 15 minutes. Now, with our dough here, we are ready to prepare the shape of our cookies biscuits. With a spoon, just a normal spoon, we can decide the size. We roll them in our hand, then we have to roll them in sugar, normal sugar, and then in the icing custard powder sugar. Then we will just lay down already in the tray that is going in the oven. Remember that before this time you will have to let them stay an hour in the refrigerator. That helps the dough to concentrate much better. So you can do all of your cookies in this way. That is definitely very easy. Okay, so roll in the sugar, then in the icing sugar, and then they're ready. Okay, so a little bit more of them. Again, I remind you that all the recipe and the ingredients, the quantities are available on our toscanamia.blog. That's our blog where we post the recipes with the quantities and everything. Actually, we use always the metric system, but we are in Italy, we cook in Italy, and so we do like the Italians do. But anyway, nowadays, with the new scale available, there's absolutely no problem for you to prepare also following a real, true, typical, authentic Italian recipe. Because we are cooking from Tuscany, we are not cooking in other countries, we are in Italy now, and we cook as Italians. We are Italian, we cook definitely like Italian. So you can go on our blog, toscanamia.blog, and there you find all the recipes. And now our cookies, biscuits are ready. You see, they look quite clear, of course, they have not to burn. They spent an hour in the refrigerator. Then we cook them 15 minutes in the oven. Then now we just get a little bit of more sugar on top of them. I mean the powder, confectionery, icing sugar. Then we have to let them sit 30 minutes if we can resist in tasting. I'm sorry for you because you cannot smell them. They smell really so much of lemon. If you like lemon, you will love them. But if you let them sit, they will be much better, more enjoyable. And so this is simply perfect for you. Really here. Okay, a little bit more sugar. And then they are ready. You see how many we got? In my family, they're not going to resist long, I'm sure. But anyway, I wish you will enjoy the recipe. So again, go on our blog just to get the precise recipe. Otherwise, contact us for any information. And here they are. Bon appetit!